Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
The only crank screw?
Am I the town hero?
3 laps of that are just... Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast here, episode 108. Brody, we are missing a co-host.
Again.
For how long? We told him we were going to start at 4.
Yeah.
Kyle told us to fire it up.
It's 4:01.
Say... I can't tell if that was him pulling up.
No, it's not.
No.
Nope.
We'll give Kyle here a couple minutes. But in the meantime, while you as well are waiting for Kyle to join the show, you could go to woodystraction.com and use the code SHOPTALK10. Save yourself 10% off and free shipping using the code SHOPTALK10. Shout out to Rick TD helping us, Woody's Traction Products. Brody, I see some Woody's Traction Products right there on your F7 in the garage here.
Yep.
The first snowmobile to ever be in the Shop Talk studio.
Yep. It really is.
Pretty cool. Also, VS3 Suspension, Vince Van Slyke, 2026 Sioux I-500 World Champion.
World.
I did just get my suspension back from Vince, and we will be calling Vince here right now to get his take on, there's been a retirement from snowmobile racing, Brody.
Really?
And Vince is going to tell us about it.
Okay. Is it Vince retiring? Because he said that before, I don't know how many times.
Vince is, semi-retired as well. But there is another semi-retiree that doesn't want to make a big deal about it, but we're at least going to talk about it for the people. Okay?
Okay.
But no, episode 108 here, Levi LaValle.
Yes.
108, Brody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's also coming into the studio with Kyle. He's with Kyle right now.
He's got a broken leg right now, so I don't think he'll be hobbling around with Kyle. But taking a week off here, waiting on that's Kyle pulling up
maybe
in the big Dodge,
maybe
because then Kyle still has his Gen 2 hoods here. He's got to take.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get VS3 on the line so Kyle can just jump right in here because Vince said he is short on time today, Brody.
Yes. I don't know why. He's probably got another championship to go win or something like that. So
he is a busy guy.
He is.
He's a busy guy. But
yeah, hello.
Hey, VS3. Kyle just walked into the studio here at 4:04 p.m.
Jesus.
Yep.
He's late.
Right on time.
Perfectly on time.
Think you'd be able to find a better co-host or something.
I know. We might have to start giving some feelers out. See if we can get a third guy in here.
Hello?
He's got the headset on now.
You talking crap?
Yes.
Always.
VS3, you're short on time tonight. Big movie plans or what?
No, we're working on the shop here, putting steel walls up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're actually busy doing life stuff then.
Yeah, got to try to keep the Mexicans out, so we're building the wall.
Yeah. That way, when you fire up the VMAX 4, it's even louder with the steel walls.
Exactly.
It'll be pimp.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Just rattles and echoes.
Precisely.
VS3 just picked up my dirt bike suspension from you this past week on the KX 450. How do you judge off of changing the valve stack? Because you said it was oddly soft. How do you have a chart you kind of go off, or just by your own kind of feel?
No, there's no chart or anything. It's not like putting race tech garbage in. Because they have kind of charts that you're supposed to go off of, but they're just junk. So no, it's kind of just experience, what does what and things like that. So make some changes based on that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But really excited. It feels really good on the stand.
Good. That's all that matters.
But no, we wanted to get you on here, Vince, because Kyle, your best friend, Alex Aine.
So I'm his best friend. He's not my best friend.
That's messed up.
I think that's the other way around.
I thought he was.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It was going to be kind of a trio of friendship here. You're Alex's best friend.
Yeah.
Vince is Alex's best friend.
And Vince is my best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the three amigos.
That's a way better way to put it.
But there's favoritism, So it's just a big circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
So if a fourth person comes to Vegas with us, they're probably going to be the one that gets lost and kidnapped and shit. So
Who am
up on
I?
the roof.
You're going to be left on the roof.
Yeah.
No, you pull your own tooth out.
And I'm Bradley Cooper.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You're not. And
you're not.
Alex is Alan, and Vince is Doug.
I can't handle that. I don't have any hair. I can't be the guy on the roof.
But you're the one that considers yourself to be the doctor.
I've never said that.
Alan was the doctor.
No,
He's the
Doug,
dentist.
Doug is the dentist.
Yeah.
That's Vince.
Okay.
And Alex is Alan, the Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
And then I'm Bradley Cooper.
You're not Bradley Cooper, though.
You're Chow.
I feel like you're probably Zach Galifianakis, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Out of the three, I can see it.
You're going to show up wearing a wolf on your shirt. That's what you would do.
Neil just about bottom of Polaris wolf sweatshirt.
It had an XLT on it with a wolf and an eagle.
That's you. That's you, man.
Yeah.
So is this the real Caesar's Palace?
Yeah.
I was a one-man wolf pack. That's what it was. Before the podcast, I was a one-man wolf pack. Racing LT Grays and 98 XCs.
And then what does he say? I found my brothers. Or
and
blood brothers.
What once was one is now two. Perfect analogy right there.
So Vince, we wanted to get you on to you could be the one to talk about Alex Aine is retiring from racing. And he doesn't want to make a big deal about it. Mm-hmm. He said nobody cares.
Yep.
But there's people that care, right, Vince?
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
He goes
not
out
me,
on top just like Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
a smart thing to do.
It's a co-retirement.
Brother, he
We're
come
retiring
back.
at the same time.
He's just like Adrian Peterson when he come back from a torn ACL, MCL, comes back and wins the Sioux. Alex broke his back.
I'm pretty sure Alex has never beat the shit out of Jill. So
No, it was his kids. It was his kids.
I'm pretty sure Jill's wanted to beat the shit out of Alex.
But so a co-retirement.
So like,
but if Hannah lets Vince race the Iron Dog, we may see them come out of retirement.
Oh, the team.
Yeah, as a VS3 Alex Aine team.
I don't want to hear nothing about the wives right now. It's happening. That would be sweet.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Maybe.
There's no
I'll
better
figure Hannah
time than now.
all liquored up when it's sign up time or something and just convince her it's okay.
Yeah. Just be like, Hannah, I know it's only a $4,000 entry fee, and if we get sixth, we're not going to get any money back.
No
but
money.
It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, VS3, being Alex, the outspoken man of many words that he is, he did not want to come on the podcast and announce his retirement to the world. So we have VS3.
that's odd.
We have VS3 for that, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm his retirement agent. So
spokesperson.
So now we just
hey, shit.
we need Vince to be like, I'm Alex Aine and I'm retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably won't approve this message, but
Yeah. Do you have an official quote that he like wrote down on a piece of paper for you, or?
no, just whatever the Snapchat thing was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's official enough.
I think it was word for word. It's not a big deal. Nobody cares. I'm just going to fade away.
Yeah.
Well, I can respect that.
End quote.
I can respect that.
But
100%.
I mean, Alex, 2018 Pine Lake winner. I believe it was 2018 Park Rapids winner as well, same year. And then
I believe so, yeah.
And then 2026 Sui 500 winner. Vince, do you think like in Alex's like time frame there that there was like really anybody more dedicated than him? Because it was 100% for him. Like it was all effort all the time. Like it was just wide open.
I don't think so. Like he built himself a hell of a shop during the time he was racing and everything, and pretty much spent every damn minute of the winter dealing with racing.
And then to be working full time on that just as well, like not just taking winter off neither.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no GoFundMe's here, so.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't even know who would like compare to that. Like back in the day in like the 90s and stuff, who was working at Polaris or Arctic Cat and also racing.
I mean, I feel like, like Hibbert and stuff like that when they're like mid-90s racing ZRs.
Yeah, I would compare it to like Kirk Hibbert.
I would say like Joey Hallstrom, because Alex has got more say in like the design of things,
Yeah, but Joey didn't race.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So I would say more Kirk-ish.
Yeah, but I don't know if Kirk did much with like the designing of stuff. It was mostly suspension stuff, right?
No, it was a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Alex Aine, Kirk Hibbert.
Yeah, they're the same person, but Kirk has a way better mustache.
Yeah. I can't believe that I am that type of person's best friend. That's unreal.
So, yeah, I just wanted to get VS3 on and announce that for Alex because he deserves the love.
The hype, yeah. Yeah, and it definitely is underhyped because how much, like, he helps us and stuff like that when we're down on the lake, and he helps everybody the same way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for him to, I don't know how long he's been the main ECU tuner guy, but to just open up your trailer winter to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While Vince and Alex are in there just thrashing, like doing rebuilds and stuff like that, and then people coming in like me and you, like, Alex, can I get a new flash, please?
Yeah. I just have to pop my head in there every once in a while, otherwise Alex will get pissed at me that I didn't stop by and say hi.
Yeah, he's pretty needy like that. He's a real needs
the validation,
words of affirmation kind of person. So
I would say the hardest I ever seen Alex laugh was this year at Pine Lake. When me and Kyle
you told us
walked into the trailer and said, hey, do our sleds have the hot start in them yet? And he's like, He's like, no, that'll be in the race too. And I was like, oh, so me and Kyle are just putting our sleds in reverse.
We were practicing starts side by side. We're like, well, on earth? I watched people do this at the line. They just hold this button and rev it up. And we're sitting there, and the sled stops, and we're still holding the button. It's just reverse.
He thought that was pretty funny. He got a good laugh out of that.
Oh yeah.
But no, that was it for.
You say it's like semi-retired, so like kind of like a Justin Tate kind of retirement.
No,
I would say
a lot more retired than that.
Yeah,
more retired. Than
yeah.
That. Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like with both VS3 and Alex, like it's the only thing would be to do the Iron Dog with each other.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, he said he would if he could find a local guy to do it with too.
Oh, really? Oh,
up in Alaska, he would do that. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to just go out there with anybody. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised he hasn't asked me yet.
So yeah, Alex Aine going out on top. VS3 with the border battle stuff coming up this summer. I'd heard news just this past week that Gary Walton sold the race circuit, so it's no longer Gary running it.
No, he announced that at the banquet in December. I think we had it. He sold it to Chad West, who had helped out a lot during the time that Gary had it too. Chad's a good guy, and then his wife is helping out with all the other stuff, which would be good because I think Gary's wife was kind of tired of going to the races all the time and doing it. So it'd be good on as far as the advertising kind of social media stuff. It'll be good for that. And then, I don't know, just be good to have a kind of a new face in there, change a couple things up maybe. I'm not really sure what Chad has kind of planned for it, but it kind of ran pretty good as it was. So I assume it's going to be a lot of the same.
Right. I have zero complaints.
I won't be out there helping out this year either. So might show up at one or two, but you won't see the gray vest on the YZ 450 at every one of them doing more laps than the entire world. So
The golden broom is retiring.
yeah,
And then
Yeah.
you finally have knee surgery scheduled for this fall?
that's the plan. Yeah, we'll finally do it in November. So I'll be no racing for me this winter. That's for damn sure.
Huh.
Planned that right, didn't you?
Yeah, perfect. Otherwise, I was gonna have to push out another year in case we had to race the Sioux again. But
Can't do it.
now we can let the young idiots do it. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, and then I did ask Alex in the one group chat, like, is he gonna still be around or anything? Like, he'll still be probably at Pine Lake doing tuning and whatnot, and then training Paul in when Paul starts
Yep.
at Polaris, like in June.
That'll be sweet.
So, Polaris Paul,
Polaris
Just-
Paul.
just superpowers of just Polaris data.
Yeah. And the whole Brown family.
Yeah.
Pretty smart guys.
So
yeah,
But all right, Vince. Well, we'll let you get back to house maintenance, and yeah, we'll take it over from here. So,
all right.
any VS3 rants before we let you go, though? What is going on with Tomac? That's what I want to know.
This weather.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have any rants.
Okay.
This weather.
So it's nice as hell out today.
Yeah, it's 55 degrees here. I'm in a t-shirt, but
It was foggy.
55. It's 73 here.
oh my god.
It was like super fog all the way up till past noon today. So the sun
Sure.
just came out by the time we got here, like 3:30.
roasted
Okay.
all off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of happened probably around noon or something here. So got sunny and nice.
Well, all right, VS3.
Okay,
All right.
you guys have a good evening now.
All right, if you talk to Alex, tell him I said hi.
Okay, can do.
Tell him I'll come hang out one of these days.
All right.
All right. We'll see you later, Vince.
Okay, bye now.
Mega flow.
Mega.
But no, yeah, I asked Alex if he wanted to come on and talk. He did not. But yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Pine Lake winner, Sioux winner.
Very first time we ever seen a Matrix chassis, it was out on Park Rapids. He built a mod one.
Oh yeah, yep. I was gonna tell him that I want to take this new 600 Marlin because they call it a Marlin. So I guess that's one of their code names, like in the factory.
In
That's
the tech.
in the tech. That's one of their code names.
The Marlin.
Yeah, they like fish. They like fish supposedly.
Yes.
Like all of them are kind of fish, is what I've been told.
What? Yeah, how would you know? You're just agreeing.
I got sources. I got sources up there. KG.
So what's an 850 turbo?
I don't know. I could ask my
Cod.
It's a tuna. It's the tuna.
The tuna. A 9R is the
Sturgeon.
the bass. Yeah, the 9R is the bass.
Yeah.
The 550 fan cooled
I'll-
is
Spearfish.
that would be the crappie.
I'll ask my source and I'll get the terms next week. We'll go.
They got
Wait till you
terms
see
for
the
all.
shark. Then that thing's gonna be tit.
Oh yeah.
That's what we need our next race engine to be called, the shark.
Shark.
Bull shark.
These
What,
Marlins just blow up all the time. We need a shark, something fast and aggressive,
Tough, too.
tougher than hell.
Tough as hell. Sharks are tough.
Yeah.
So I finally got my cylinder, the monoblock cylinder, to rebuild my Polaris. Got that done with yesterday. And I was going to tell Alex that I'm going to take the next one. I'm going to take a bandsaw
Cut it in
and
half.
cut it in half.
Yeah.
Because why is it mono?
Yeah. XLT?
I don't know, man. I couldn't imagine do it. My dad said he's done one XLT, the monoblock. He said he did one way back when he was still working on a lot of people's sleds.
Yeah.
And he said doing that Polaris gave him flashbacks of that, of trying to line both of them up in the rings and to slide it down. And
It's pretty sweet, ain't it?
super sweet.
Just
Did
amazing.
you unbolt the steering and everything? And
We unbolted
The bottom of it and then pull it out.
No, I just undid the top.
Oh, I think I did the bottom.
I could see where the bottom would make it way easier.
Yeah.
Because then you could actually get the cylinders in there and have room to move them up and down, you know.
If you did that, I think you got to undo like the exhaust valve motor, you know, where that is.
Yeah.
There's 3 bolts or whatever. I think that's what I did the first time. So then the exhaust valves ain't flopping around.
You didn't just pull it off the actuator?
No, I just pulled the exhaust valves straight out and then took the motor and set it aside.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think it's been a while, and I didn't take no notes.
Well,
Of course you didn't.
see, our good buddy Alex Aine, he was nice enough to send me
The thing, yeah.
the instructions.
Yep.
So, like, you didn't. There's a lot of instructions, though.
Yeah, I went through them or whatever.
Oh, you did?
And then I just kind of did it myself.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't need to listen to instructions.
The only thing I need is a torque spec.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know.
Like, you didn't pull that off the.
No, that's what I'm talking about that I pulled off. Oh, no, I didn't take the cable off there. I just took the motor out, the 3 bolts.
Yeah.
You know?
No, we took the cable off.
Because
like,
I heard haunting rumors or whatever that you'd have to go in and get your exhaust valves readjusted.
You have to get them. Alex has to go in and relearn them.
Yep, exactly. So that's why I just left everything intact so they'd stay the same. You know? That because back when I was doing that, I didn't have no Alex Aine. I was a one-man wolf pack at that time.
You're still privateering it.
Privateering,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm full out factory.
Full on.
No, yeah.
I did ask legend Brian Deerdahl to call in today about this fishing tournament.
Yeah. Did he get back to you?
He did. Because it went around Facebook there that it was the Bass Fishing Nationals or something.
It was walleye they were catching, I thought.
I thought it was bass.
I thought he caught walleyes.
Don't even know what we're talking about now.
But it was on Lake Erie
Yeah, Lake Erie.
in Pennsylvania.
No, I thought it was Michigan. The east side of Michigan. Isn't that Lake Erie?
Yeah.
People's geography in us. It's the National Walleye Tour.
Yeah.
You were right.
Don't know where the lake is, though, but you got the walleye part right.
Well, there's fucking how many Great Lakes? 5 of them?
Only one's called Erie.
So,
Which one is it? Do you know?
It's the one in the middle.
They're kind of all in the middle. Aren't they?
Sort of, kind of.
So there was video going around up on the podium where Brian was up there and another guy, and they won. But Brian's name didn't get announced or anything.
Yeah, right. Which is weird.
So the way I read it, it was that guy that won was the pro, and Brian entered as an amateur.
Yeah.
And they just get teamed up together, kind of.
Teamed up randomly. Right?
Yeah, yep. So then with what Brian told me, he said, I didn't win the tournament. I got 25th place in the co-angler side. I was just the fishing partner to the last day of the guy who won the tournament.
Oh. So he was there.
Yeah. So that had been pretty cool. At
Yeah.
least, but I wanted to get Brian could have explained it to us, but Brian's busy.
Yeah, right. Everybody's busy, especially this time of year.
Have you felt like since we've been doing the podcast here, like have you guys felt busier? Like
Yeah, since I moved back from New York, I've been busier than shit.
Like, I don't know if it's just the feeling or just subconsciously. Like, do you feel busier, Brody? Like, just shorter on time?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of a weird person to talk to about it because
He's a one-man wolf pack.
I'm the one-man wolf pack.
One-man wolf pack and works 40 hours a week.
I don't know. I guess I'd say I'm a little busier just because I like doing more stuff. I don't
But
like
you
being
have
bored,
3-day
so.
weekends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have all-day weekend. It's a 7-day weekend.
In the winter, like my dad said with retirement, he's like, every day's Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you ask him what day it is. He doesn't care.
No.
He doesn't know.
I'll be there on Tuesday. What day is it?
Yeah, what day? What month is it?
Today's Tuesday. But, yeah, it's just been busy. Hard to schedule people. Kyle, how's Florida?
It was all right. Hot.
Hot.
Hotter than hell.
Good.
86, you know, average temp.
I wish it was like that here.
I don't.
I'm getting
Have you
scattered.
looked
I'm ready to.
Thursday is supposed to get up to like 72.
Good.
I was happy to see most of the snow gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm over the snow. That is for sure.
It's just making a mess of everything. I did go for a ride on last Saturday. Or no, yeah, it was Saturday. It was still snowing. And, no, maybe it was Sunday. I forget. But out there cruising around, you know, and I wanted to burn all the fuel out of that 2020. There's like half a tank of fuel in it. I marked it out like on my map. It's like 20 miles. My odometer said 60 miles on the snowmobile, and I burnt through half a tank of fuel, and I did a 20-mile loop.
Oh, really?
It was spinning that much, and it was wet, heavy snow.
How much did you guys end up getting down?
It was like 10 inches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all of a foot up here.
Yeah. It was terrible.
I couldn't see nothing, you know, so I was going nice and slow, and there'd just be random approaches. hit him right in the center. Just
last time we were here, Brody, they didn't have the championship results out just yet.
Yeah.
So then just with the ones we didn't know about with like Sports Stock, our buddy Carter Work winning Sports Stock championship.
Very cool.
Second and improved behind Riley Clark. It was Riley Clark, Carter Work, and Kyle Quinsbury, top three, vice versa, top in both classes.
Huh.
But where's Kyle Grover? In a semi-pro factory, 18th.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
Semi-pro factory, so I got second place in the only race that I finished,
Yeah, you were in.
and I'm in 18th.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. Definitely not bad.
You beat Orion Bozek, Dylan Tolson, and John Arneson.
That's right. Bring it on.
Not last.
I just
Not
gotta,
last.
I gotta show up for one.
John Arneson was a pro at one time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I just got to show up for one to not get last. It's probably the dumbest thing ever to pay for that season membership.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
well, you did.
Classics and stuff like
You
that.
did
you know.
two races.
What
didn't
did we
you?
get in classics class?
Oh, yeah, I forget.
We
you
should
were in
look at the
classics.
points.
Yeah.
Because I only raced the one classics. No, I raced two.
Walker.
Walker and then Gogabik.
But Joe Bick, it was 2 days.
Yeah.
So it was like two individual.
So how'd we
events.
end up?
Seventh.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. Seventh.
Who won the class?
Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter
yeah, I did see
by
that.
a large margin.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Good for you, Hunter.
Yeah.
Is Hunter a listener?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah.
That's sweet.
I was going to, if we,
Hunter Sled is so sweet.
the XC700.
I just drool over that thing every time I see it.
He wants to get a little higher sitting sled, he said, for ditch racing.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
the ditch racing side. So
Get
that-
like an Edge chassis would be pretty sweet. Get like a 0304 Pro X600.
Well, that's where, to get like a Pro XR where it sits even a little bit higher. But that was where the argument came in to like change the classics rules to the 07 and older or something, to where you could let them get on an older IQR then.
Yeah.
But Kyle, there's a new class.
Yeah. Yeah. And they changed it already.
It was the retro class.
Yeah. So it's like the new vintage class.
So they totally got rid of vintage.
Yeah.
So now if you have a LLT gray Leaf Springer,
Yeah. You got to race it in this retro class.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking we can do it. I think might be able to slap something together.
will you try to bring out the 700 LT gray?
I think
Finally.
so. Like they can DQ me, whatever, but I'd like to because it's a 700 engine in an LT gray chassis. They never came with a LT gray with 700 in it, but I'd like to.
Yeah.
Just get
run-
one to go over 100 mile an hour.
Running in Pro Open then.
Oh,
Could
my
you
God.
imagine?
A leaf spring, no suspension.
Pro Open.
Yeah.
No.
Just row 2. There you are sitting on a leaf springer.
Yeah. Seat as flat as this table.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be pretty pimp. 100,
Just
100
all-
miles on one of them things?
Loud ass pipe on it too.
Oh, yeah, it's loud. It's got twin pipes on it, but they're the factory 700 pipes with stingers welded on the end of them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be so cool to see. That would be wild
It would be
to
fun
see.
to. I'd have to do some work to it, you know,
Oh, obviously.
get it out of grass drag mode. But yeah, I thought that would be fun. We did race it at Nadawash the one time.
In the bumps, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Super slushy and
super
rough.
bumpy,
Yeah.
and they have there's only like two main bolts that hold like the dash to the front of the chassis. You know, there's a hoop where your steering stem connects to, you know. There's two main bolts down at the bottom that hold it together. And then there's your trunk, you know, and then there's two little screws on the top of the dash. When I was racing that sled through the bumps, all that hardware broke. So the dash ripped and like pulled the tabs off the tunnel. And then this tunnel or the rear glove box started to break. So everything was moving farther and farther back. And it was like the line from your tank to the fuel pump, you know?
Yeah.
That was stretched to the max. Like that was like the only thing holding it on was that. Yeah.
So yeah, now it was for a couple days there. It was 92 and older,
Yeah, for a couple of days.
but now it's.
And then people started bitching, which I don't know why everybody was bitching.
I don't know.
They said that Articats wouldn't have a chance against like a 92 XCR 440. Well, that's not really true because they're made Wildcat 700s.
Yeah.
And all the people that are bitching about it, I don't really understand it because they're not going to build sleds to come race it.
Yeah, like
So now you just open it up to 94 and older.
94 and older. Yep.
You know
up to
how much a
700.
94 ZR 440 or a ZR 700 is, and a 94 XCR 600 is compared to an 88 Indy 650 and a 88 Wildcat 650.
Yeah.
You just wrecked. You just brought a whole lot more cost into it.
Yeah.
And it was just because dudes that aren't going to build sleds to come race this class wanted to see that, you know.
So like Neil Beck said now, like the sled of the field would probably be an XCR 600.
Yeah, 94 XCR 600, which you can't go buy one for under $3,500.
No, because they're
They're one off.
yeah. But yeah, it's I understand it where they tried to keep it like a 10-year increment from the 94 now to 04 for classics class as well still. But yeah, that opened it up to the ZRs and more which I mean a 93 ZR 440 isn't nearly the same horsepower as like a 97 ZR 440.
Right.
Like they made major improvements from 93 to 97. So yeah.
You know, I'd say they kind of shot themselves in the foot because now everybody's going to, it opens the class up a bunch more, but everybody's going to be timid to bring out a 88 Wildcat 650. How many of them are there? There's a million of them for $800 online.
Yeah.
That's what that class should have been for.
Yeah.
You know, them sleds and Indy 650s. You could go buy a built Indy 650 for under $2,000.
Yeah.
With pipes on it.
If it was 92 and older, what sled would you have got?
I got a 88 Indy 650. There's a 88 Wildcat sitting out there. There's a 92 XCR 440 sitting out there. There's pretty much everything, and I couldn't tell you which one I'd prefer.
Yeah.
Probably like the Indy 650 for the lakes, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you could easily get a 92 Wildcat 700 to do the same thing.
Yeah.
They're pretty close to the same power. Like you look at what Brian Sturgeon was doing back in the day with the F3, and he was beating Indy 650s. It was kind of back and forth the whole time back in them days. So there's nobody, besides like the weight, you know, nobody can really pick a better sled. And then like a Skidoo 670. You can go buy one of them for cheap too.
Yeah, those are really cheap.
Yeah, so you just shot yourself in the foot bumping it up to somebody who's going to buy a 94 XCR or a 94 ZR 700.
Yeah.
You know,
Like-
you made it the premier class for them sleds.
I feel
Where
like,
I wouldn't be scared to go race a 94 XCR or a ZR 700 in the classics class.
oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
But
But
pretty much just made it a premier class for them sleds. But whoever does want to build one of those, I'm more than welcome to race an El Tigre against it.
Vince said, Kyle says, "Oh hey Kyle," or Alex said, "Oh hey Kyle."
He's way more excited than that.
Oh hey Kyle. But yeah, I just don't think with even being 94 and older, Kyle, I think those are just getting so far old now to where I still don't think it had a lot of hype behind it on the internet.
Yeah, but you'll see who comes and shows up.
Would you get 6? Would you get 6 entries?
No, I don't even think that. I think maybe 4. Maybe 4.
Yeah.
If you did it 92 and older, I'd say there'd probably be quite a bit more.
No. I think I think that era of sleds in finding raceable sleds is getting so hard.
Yeah, I don't know. You can find a 92 XCR pretty easily.
Yeah, I did find I think a 90.
Like I said, there's 3 of them that would be premier for that class sitting out in the fucking brush at my house.
But to make it raceable.
Yeah. Which anybody who's going to start with something, they're going to start it with a chassis pretty much.
Yeah.
To race that class.
Yeah. Brody, are you in?
No, I'm in classics class. So,
but like I'd even say that sled that Nick built a couple of years ago for the vintage class when they bumped up the rules to 85 and older.
Oh, yep.
And he raced a 85 Indy 600.
Yeah, raced in the 500 this year.
Yeah, so I'd say even that sled would have still been competitive in the 92 and older class,
Yep. Yeah. No, it's interesting.
But now introducing these ZR 700s and stuff like that,
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be as competitive, but...
No, the sled of the field is definitely going to be the ZRs and the 93, 94 XCRs.
Which we'll see. I mean, you can have... Like the spectrum of rideability, So some amateur guy can go build the most badass 96 or 94 ZR 700.
Yeah.
He's still got to finish the race.
Oh, for sure.
You
Oh,
know?
yeah. And then Brody will show up on a Prowler special.
An LT gray.
an LT gray.
You're gonna ride an
Yeah.
LT gray in the vintage class.
No, a Prowler with the 12-inch spindles.
There's one of them sitting
And-
out there too. We can throw one.
I'd rather drive a LT gray, honestly.
We're gonna get.
I've never rode one.
We're gonna get you.
Leaf Spring at the Ditchbanger National.
That's a lot.
No, you'll do. If Pine Lake
I do Pine Lake on a
Pine
LT
Lake
gray.
has a vintage class or whatever,
Yeah.
we'll get you on the LT gray.
I'd do that.
Yeah. 86 mile an hour.
Perfect.
Every straightaway.
Perfect.
Super consistent.
To throw a little fuel on the fire of the classics hype, talking to one of our sponsors, Jason Killian, shout out to Four Seasons Contracting. He mentioned that he was going to try to talk to Chad, him and a few buddies, to try to get somewhat of a purse built up for classics
So
at Pine Lake.
title sponsor a class, just like Levi LaValle did down at Walker, threw some money at
Yeah.
like all them companies or whatever,
Yep.
threw some money at that race in Walker.
Yeah.
So essentially be doing the same thing for Pine Lake Classic class.
Essentially, I would think so, yeah.
So yeah, I'm pumped because there's Gen 2 hoods sitting right there.
Yeah,
they're not for me.
One of them's for you,
One
isn't
of
it?
them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping I should have told you to drive your truck today.
I did.
To make sure that you could take those home with you. So they're pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, they look pretty sweet.
There's a metallic to them too.
Yeah, yeah, it looks sweet.
So
Yeah. Josh and I were talking about it.
can you find one of these Gerbrot boys to buy our Gen 2?
I've been working on it. Every single one of them. I was like, this thing is ready to go. You don't have to do nothing. And it's been maintained.
Yeah, it's
They're
got
like-
twin pipes on it.
You're like,
And it's
I've been,
fast.
I've
It's
been
fun.
thinking about it. It's like, yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Josh did.
yeah,
Josh, I think he might have messed up. He probably should have just waited a week when you were,
yeah. I mean, he could just buy ours and then just
sell his.
sell his, or just use his as the communal part sled. Like,
I don't know. It'd be his looks like it'd be a pretty good start.
it is.
He rides it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It just weeps coolant out of the top of the head, but I told him we're going to get rebuilt for the thing anyway.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. So yeah, Dad's selling his. We didn't talk about this last weekend. Dad's selling the '99 XE 600.
Primo.
Like Larry Rugland twin pipes, fresh top end, brand new 1.6 Cobra track.
Do you have another 121 track?
We have a pretty used 0.9 to where we would let it go with it if you want, but like it was what Dad was running on the ice before he took it out. Could you run it? Yes. I mean, it'd be a hell of a speed track. Your studs might be Kyle Grover legal, but
Just one time.
Still once.
no. Somebody please come by Dad's sled, because we're going to go a different direction. And there's one on Marketplace that Dad wants. so we can move forward with our project.
You're maxed out on sleds right now, so you have to eliminate one to get another one.
Dad wants the money from the Gen 2 to take that and put that towards the next one. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, if it was sold right now, we would have had a different sled in the garage already.
Will you take payments?
Well, Wesley Leak was wanting it out in Michigan. I said, Venmo me right now. I'll bring it to the Sioux. I mean, I don't care. Even if you want to buy it right now, we'll store it for you during the summer.
Yeah.
We'll store it. Just pay for it right now.
You take payments?
$1,800. Come get it.
That's unreal of a deal.
I know.
A running and driving sled that's in good shape.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on there for like $1,000, but
you're gonna have to put more than $1,000 into it to make it this rideable.
Yeah, and with the Larry Rugland twin pipes on it.
Right, those are worth $500 alone.
Oh, easily, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. In the track,
And the seat, that seat is worth
really
$400.
The seat. What's up with the seat?
They're just a plain
clean.
black one that's a part of a two-piece seat.
Yeah.
So like
where it's got the side pads on it as well.
Yeah.
too.
So like if you're building a 98 XC 700 or 98 XC 600, and they got the banana seat, you know,
Yeah.
most people go to a two-piece, you know. So that seat is clean.
Yeah. Yeah. And the new track worth $500+ right there too.
Yeah, it's an ice ripper, so it's even more money.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
somebody is missing out.
Yeah. Somebody come by.
Just don't
this.
sell it until one of the Gerb kids comes and buys it.
Where are they at? Like, what are they doing?
Florida.
How long have they been in Florida?
Don't know.
Jeez. Huh. So yeah, come by Dad's Gen 2.
I was gonna tell them kids, I'll buy one of your dirt bikes if you go buy that machine.
We're trying to get Matt Crosby to buy it.
Yeah.
We're really poking at him, and even between him and David, I'm like, you guys need to come get this sled.
Yeah.
You guys need it.
Yeah. No, it'd be a primo sled for the classics class, and we just have a fleet of Gen 2s out there.
Yeah.
Next year would be so pimp.
Yeah, I rode it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
raced it.
And remember, it was just as fast as my 98.
Yeah.
Didn't you win?
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, you won your first year on it.
Yeah.
You got third.
Oh, no, yeah, I got
Because
third.
Colin won it, I
yeah.
got second,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he got third.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year I won, and that was on the 03.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 04.
04.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened this year?
That picture right up there. You can see it.
I was winning until I wasn't.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. You got to finish the race.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I know.
Yeah. To finish first, Brody,
You
first
must finish, yes.
Yep.
I still beat myself up.
Especially when you get to have to look at that thing every day too.
Yeah, that's sweet.
We should have parked it the other way, so then you could look at the cracked hood every time you walked out here.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
And he
Hide
probably
that.
wouldn't have noticed it, but I told him, I said, you see how bent down these handlebars are? So I tried bending them back up, but it's like you can only go so far back with bent handlebars. And to where I had to trim the left side of the windshield so it'd clear.
It's
So-
custom.
Yeah. We opened up a question segment for today's episode, Brody. Really appreciate everybody asking questions for us, Kyle.
Always
Right?
fun.
We have listeners, Brody. People listen to us week by week.
I know.
Can you believe that?
It's wild. Yeah, I can't imagine it. It's real every time I think about it.
I was looking at him with cross eyes, and he was just looking around.
You get anybody recognize you in Florida, Kyle?
You know?
No.
You know what?
That's a no. No. Just say no.
Nobody at Showgirls
Yeah, none of
recognized
the
you? or-
strippers might have said they recognized you, but they're lying. That's their job.
I told him to Google me.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Wow, you're a pro fisherman.
Yeah, that's right. That's who comes up when you Google Kyle as a pro
right.
fisherman. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Matt Crosby, Matt said any shop visits this summer, more Glenn.
More Glenn. People want to listen to Glenn.
What does he mean by shop visits?
Like, are we going to other people's shops or
sure.
just our shop, his shop?
I see. Yeah, to go to places and do interviews at
get-
other people's places.
That would be a see
So
like
we've
that.
done Hatine, Bunky, Roger.
But we really didn't do like a. Did we do like a vlog?
Why don't we
with
comment
the
on-
bunkies and like
No, we just did the podcast.
Yeah,
up there.
we just did the
I
pod.
like doing that.
We're like-
Comment on who you guys would like us to go and see.
So last week we did call Ree Wadena out.
Yeah.
Okay, to get Ree in here. And so shout out to Kyle Swanson with
A lot of shout outs on this
with
episode.
DS Beverages. He would sponsor the episode with Bud Light to get Ree Wadena in here.
How cool is that?
Yeah, Kyle was the one that made that poster.
Oh, yeah?
Or was able to put my picture on that poster. So when we gave Ree the shout out saying we'll get a case of Bud Light in here, Kyle said he'd supply the Bud Light.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
But Ree's got a busy schedule even when he's not busy.
Yeah. No, he's a busy guy, especially with Brady
And kids, yeah.
Brady graduating come next month. So we got to try to get Ree in here at least this month before all that stuff happens.
Are we invited to the graduation party?
I did see Serena put something on that you could send them your address.
Oh.
And they'd send you an invite.
I mean, they can just verbally invite me.
Verbally. But no, going back on the idea of shop visits plus like a podcast, we could make a vlog out of like going through their shop and like talking about it, but then also have the podcast portion.
See, that would
of
be
it, too.
pretty pimp.
Yeah.
Like have it
That would have
like
been cool to do
it's a
at
two-
Alex's and at Bunky's.
It's a two-parter, but like it's
what
a lot.
kind of guy, you know, like they
it's a
wanna
lot to
snoop
ask.
around?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a lot to ask for someone to come in and film and talk about your setup and your
Right,
shop
like my shop, like it'd be like, yeah, sure, there's fucking like 6 things in here. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, but for them to be nice enough, they set aside a part for us to set up the table and everything. But then be like, hey, you want to show off your stuff?
Exactly.
It's one thing to have it in the background, but it's another thing for them
It's
to
a way bigger ask.
Right.
to
like,
be.
it would have been cool to do it with Alexatine because all the stuff that's in there,
Yeah.
you know, like all the trophies and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
And
like-
then like the setup
Yeah.
is cool.
Yep. Yeah, he's got on how he's got the lineup of sleds and then the workbench.
And then you just pull your whole pickup and trailer in and then
Straight through.
unload. Yeah. That is so nice.
Yeah.
Nope, it is a way bigger ask, but it is something that would be cool, I guess. But
So yeah, Ree Wadena is the number one on our list to get done this summer, and then to go from there.
A shop vlog. Who name one off the top of your head? We could do Pepple. Shop talk. Shop vlog. Shop talk podcast.
I've been to the Pepple Racing Shop.
Yeah,
a couple times.
That would be cool one. But we've had Evan on quite a few times. Who haven't we had on? That would be cool. Nelson.
Yeah, yeah,
Nelson
to
would
go
be-
down there to their facility.
That would be really pimp.
Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah, that would be. That's a long haul.
Oh yeah, no, Jeremiah commented. No, to go out that far, that'd be a trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go to Nelson and then he can fly us out there.
There we go.
And then,
Yeah. Ditchbanger Oval in Michigan. Hope you're coming out.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Ditchbanger Oval.
So Austin Leak has been the one to promoting kind of, or just being the main question
Yeah.
answerer.
We'll just call him a source.
Yeah. So at the Northern Power Race Park, Brody, they do all sorts of snowcross, like regional kind of snowcrosses, and then also a ditchbanger series. So now at the end of the year next year, they're having a 1/4-mile snow oval, 200 laps,
Damn,
a ditchbanger.
03 and older, run what you brung.
Yeah.
that's cool.
So that opens up everything.
Yeah.
Not the 04 Pro X2 though.
No, because it's the 2004.
Because it's 04. I did message them. I did ask them.
We could buy an 03 chassis and throw all your shit on it.
Yes.
Yep. But you can't race that.
No, you
04.
can't. No. I think I might get a little stencil, and I'll
And
just
change the 4 to a 3,
Yeah.
or it'd be a 3 to a 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just pound into the tunnel, just mash out the 4 and make it a 3. So yeah, me and Kyle, as of right now, trying to find a sled or an idea of a sled. I got some ideas of sleds, and then if somebody comes and buys Dad's Gen 2, we'll have a sled for it then.
Yeah, if you guys want to go in together, I'd be willing to buy a snowmobile with you guys too.
I got 2 pretty good ideas. We'll tell you after the secret stuff.
Yeah, we're not gonna give away. You guys come up with an 03 and older,
Yeah, but there's money on the line, Brody. It's payout.
The purse is $8,000 right now, as of right now.
Okay, that's
But
way bigger than I was
throughout
expecting.
first through 10th, they pay out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's
but
only
still, that's big.
Is it capped at 40 entries?
Yeah.
And there will be
Really?
there will be qualifying.
Yep.
So that'll weed out the shit.
That's
you know?
super cool.
So 40 ditch bangers on a 1/4 mile snow oval.
yeah.
Team race.
And they will have 2 plow sessions.
Uh-huh.
They'll have, Austin said, they'll have a plow at like 60 laps and a plow at 120 laps or something. And just, they'll be able to do it with like 2 groomers and make like 6 laps and they'll be done.
And it's like the Sioux. You go under yellow and you still your yellow laps count.
Yep.
Up to 4 riders. But me and Kyle were talking, and we think 3 will be sufficient.
Yeah, if you go to plow to plow to plow.
Yep. Yeah, you would think so. But is it worth it to where if it gets so whooped out in that last set that to come in and switch somebody fresh for like the last 20 laps?
Would it be worth it?
Would it be worth it? Would you gain time? Would you lose time? Having a fresh, like just
Depending on how the pits are set up.
Yeah. Just to put a ringer on there the last 20 laps and just sprint.
This might be a pretty cool ordeal. I told the kids
Yeah.
they could take my ZR900 and go spin laps all day long if they want to. That'd be perfect.
Well, yeah, 8,000 guaranteed purse based on full field. And I pay out to the top 10 teams. Mm-hmm. Brody.
Better than the Iron Dog.
You're coming you're coming as a vlogger.
Okay.
Okay. So
Not a
Yeah,
racer?
what's the date on it?
no date yet.
Okay.
They'll hopefully talk about it come heydays or something. I think they're waiting to see some other dates of like the Snowcross series and whatnot and
Before
such.
we get into our next question, I got a text today from our good friend Scott Preston out in Vermont about the NEXC stuff. And he said that he has a official date locked in the site in Aquasic, Maine for February 13th and 14th. So the week after the 500 and the same weekend as the Goodrich 500.
Oh,
So that's when Aquasic will be. But thinking about making the track.
Go. Have fun.
so that would probably
For me, it'd be easier because guys are in New York, you know.
Yeah.
My family's in New York.
yeah. That may be the week after the Sioux.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
Is it? Oh.
I mean, that's usually what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I think they've announced it.
So they locked in that date or whatever, the 13th and 14th.
Sure. Oh, okay.
So thinking about making the trek, thinking about it.
Yeah. I did it.
Yeah, I know.
It snowed for 3 days straight.
Yeah. And you were chilling in Frenchville,
Yeah, we were in Canada.
which I don't know why you guys did that.
It was
I told you it was dog shit up there.
It was 3 times more expensive to cross the border and stay at a hotel down there than it was like 50 miles into Canada.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that. I would probably fly.
Well, yeah, it was, yeah. And especially, for how poorly I did at the Sioux, I mean, what did we get, second?
Yeah.
I was so pissed off afterward that wrecked my trip. Mm-hmm. Like, we should have just turned around. That was, in my mentality, I wrecked it for myself.
And we did another thing that was kind of stupid. We took the Dodge, me and you took the Dodge out there on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then everybody else took the pickup out on like Friday or whatever. Came and stayed Friday night and then stayed for the Sioux. And then you guys headed out with the Dodge. Like they could have brought the Dodge and the pickup.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we were doing.
it equals out to be the same thing, but you had to park the trailer and do all that shit.
Yeah, not a deal. Arnie Ratnan Jr. Call someone like Chad and ask why all the circuits affiliate with ISR. It's got to be the insurance, right? Yeah, it is. It is the cost of insurance, and then it is also to be affiliated with the OEMs to get
contingency.
For the OEMs to pay contingency towards that event.
Mm-hmm. And Scott said this is an ISR race in Aquasic.
Oh, really?
Contingency.
I don't think that'd be a first for them. I don't think they're ISR this year. Like between the Adirondack, I got it right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the NEXC. Mm-hmm. I don't think those are ISR.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that'd be a change for them
because guys could race like 650s and stuff out there. I'm pretty sure.
Huh? That'll be interesting. But yeah, it's just Yeah, the cost of
So
insurance.
they're going up. They're doing big things over there.
Yeah.
I would love.
Yeah, sounds like it's going good for him. It's cool.
I might just
Very
have
cool.
to move back to New York and just go race out there.
No.
Are the winters any better than they
No.
are here? Oh God.
I mean, it stays warmer. It doesn't like there'll be like a weekend where it's 20 below. It won't be 20 below for a month.
And I thought Scott told us when we were out there that it's getting really hard for them to do any other races, like terrain races,
Besides ice stuff.
besides lakes.
Yeah.
But then, so they don't do they plow any lakes? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
So then all their lake races are whooped out snow lake races, which is a totally different aspect to what we do here.
Totally.
Skylar Wells called Bobby Menne and talk about the Archie Ferguson race he attended as a pit crew last weekend.
Yeah, I seen Skylar got third.
Yeah, he did.
And then Troy Conlon got second. And then I don't know the guy who won it, but
Tyson Johnson?
Tyson Fury. Yeah.
Tyson Fury.
But
I think it was him.
no, that one looked like a fun race because they had it was a cross country race and then they had a fuel stop and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they do stuff different out there.
Very different.
Like looking at Troy Conlon's, was kind of going along, like showing what it takes. They were fueling up sleds, and all they had was 85 octane out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did you see they had the Enduro windshields on there too?
yeah. So
Did
and
you
then
see Troy's graphics kit?
Yeah,
The Pro
yeah,
XR4.
that was my idea. Somebody else had that idea too, but I always thought that would be sweet. But yeah. They put the aero kit on them, and then they can run a big tank, too. So I
Yeah.
don't know what the rules are out there.
Yeah, it was like a 600 class and then even an open class. So
Yeah.
you could run a freaking 900 if you wanted.
Oh, yeah. Get a Sidewinder.
I don't know if they'd allow turbos. I don't know about that. We
Apex.
Should we cold call Bobby? You did suggest Bobby.
Yeah, because he went up there and did
yeah.
that. After we get through the questions,
Okay,
maybe.
yeah.
We'll see what other stuff pops
Yeah.
up.
Got any more?
Yeah, we got some more.
Okay,
I'm just trying to read. Words are hard.
Yes, they are.
Brody,
Yo,
how are you?
doing all right.
Good.
Um,
Make it home?
Yes. Perfect.
our listener from Norway. How do you say his last name?
Norway. That's pretty damn cool.
Peter Trangmeyer.
Okay.
Trangmeyer.
Got some tips for efficient jack stand tuning. Kidding. Just did you have your mic turned on?
Yes, I did.
Kidding. Just here to let you know I love the show. Keep them coming.
Awesome. From Norway.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's commented a few times.
Perfect jack stand tuning is like if you can loosen up your track enough so where it kind of touches the ground, and then you get a little bit of a resistance. Because free spinning is just mass moving through air, you know. There's no load behind it.
Brian said specifically with the primary clutch removed.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then it gets a little tougher.
Yeah, but no, if you can get that track Articat loose to where it just waves,
It just
Yeah.
waves.
and it
touch
might
the
just
ground.
It might just touch the ground a little bit, so it speckles gravel everywhere.
But
That's-
you're getting that little bit of a resistance.
As it's waving.
Yeah, because why would you tune a sled with nothing, just free moving through the air, you know?
Because it's the way to do it.
Make sure your jetting's on, and then put a load on it. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
yeah. What if you put it in a tub, a water tub on the jack stand, and then give her a watt pull,
You'd have to pretty much put the whole ass
the whole rear end in water.
so it doesn't roost. There's those cattle troughs, you know?
Yeah,
We could
yep.
make one.
Yeah.
Yep. And then throw a little ice in there so it doesn't get hot.
Well, no, the water would keep it cool. That's how we've broke in some tracks, and we broke in a couple sleds with just putting the garden hose up in the track and just.
What?
No, you just hold her about 60, 70, just rom. Speed secrets. Dylan Thompson, East Coast boys want to play too. You want to go out east, Kyle. They want to come west.
Oh.
What is the event that is worth the drive west? You know it's a hike.
Pine Lake.
It's Pine Lake.
Would you say it's Pine Lake?
It's 100%
Yeah,
Pine
because
Lake.
every class pays back.
Yeah.
So you know you're not getting shafted if you do good, and then like is like
It would be, yeah. It is.
and it's heads up racing.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any time bullshit. It's all heads up. So what you're doing is straight up. You know?
Yeah, and you have to say nine out of 10 times it's going to be ideally plowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ideally, like there's not going to be any stupid chicanes in the middle of a straightaway to try and keep speeds down.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be plowed. Like you could come on, like when we went out to Maine and it snowed for 3 days.
Yeah.
Like if we get a foot of snow on a Saturday morning of race weekend, that's just winter. It might happen.
Yeah,
they
probably won't plow that.
But the track is still optimal. It's flowy. It's not jagged square edges.
It's the first race of the year. People are stoked to get back racing. And then
it's not even anywhere close to any other races. So like that's why they have that race out there, because that lake freezes that's the first lake to freeze.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yep.
So, and then that's the earliest we can get out there. So it doesn't interfere with anybody else's schedule.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the premium. Yeah.
So what would be your second, Kyle? If you told Scott Preston
to come out for a race,
come out west
and they can't do Pine Lake.
And they can't do Pine Lake, yeah.
Park Rapids terrain race. If it was going to be a terrain race.
Yeah, because those guys don't hardly. I can't imagine they have any terrain races like that out there.
Right. Like it's legit trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that would be the second one if it was a terrain race. And then third.
Be the 500.
Yeah, 500. Full 500. Something like that.
Yeah, I would say that was a good top three. Because when Luke Vady stayed at your house, he said it was weird being able to ride in the ditches.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is so funny.
I know. I think that's super weird.
Yeah. I told him where the trail was or whatever. He's like, yeah, the trail is just like back at home. I was like, snowmobile trail is a snowmobile trail, but you can ride the ditch here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Pine Lake, number one. Gley Nordahl. There's a Polaris mod sled builder / farmer / gardener from Iowa that needs to be on the Shop Talk podcast.
Yeah, I think I know who he's talking about.
Especially if he's able to be in studio. That would be an entertaining listen.
That would be pimp.
I mean, if Neil wants to drive his farmer, gardener, mod sled builder up here, we could do it with it. We could have Neil sit down with us at Heydays.
Yeah, that would be good because he's into everything.
Yeah.
He's a super cool guy to talk to. You can
grass
talk to him about
snow
anything.
Cross.
Yep.
I mean, he's got a collection.
Yeah. And he almost bought you a wolf shirt.
That would be so tight. That would have been so tight.
And I have a milk crate with 3 of Neil's clutches in it that I have to give back to him at Heydays too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is nice to hear though that people want in studio interviews because
they
are just superior.
Oh, 100%.
100% superior.
That's why I haven't almost reached out to hardly anybody to do any phone calls anymore to get a full interview.
It's
story
so
with
nice.
them.
It's so much better.
I did think that if Eli Tomac was going to win this championship for Supercross, I would love to call Kyle Lawler again.
Right.
To get his take on switching from
to KTM.
Yeah, exactly. But with this weekend you just had in Nashville, it didn't go very good.
Still, can we get some used sprockets or something? Something that Tomac has touched?
Yeah. So maybe we'll still
grips. Cut them grips off and send them. That would be tight.
Cool.
That would be tight.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Used grips.
Used grips would be nice.
And that would be so sick.
They're full waffle grips too. So they're man grips.
That would be so sick. Or if he's got a set of bent handlebars.
Yeah.
Tires, used tires. That would be cool.
But yeah, he's quite a ways down in points now after this weekend in Nashville, having a little tip over. But
we should have gotten it from Kyle Defoe.
Yeah, Kyle Defoe is actually Ryan Villapoto's kid's mechanic now because he kind of got let go from KTM and then
he retired.
I've heard conflicting stories through PulpMX that they
he won the Supercross championship.
He kind of retired / got let go.
Okay, but he won the Supercross championship. Was it Supercross?
No, it was outdoors.
Motocross?
Yeah, I thought it was outdoors. Yeah, it was the
Did you see Jay Dungy working on Ryan Dungy's drag race bike this weekend?
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Did you see Adam Longton met Jeremy McGrath?
What?
In Nashville.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Adam posted on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, took a picture with Jeremy McGrath.
The Bunky Boys and Pepple and Dawson, they were all in Nashville this weekend.
I seen Dawson was down there.
I think it was Bo's bachelor party maybe or something.
And we didn't get invited, of course.
Yeah, gosh darn it. I thought we were friends.
I'm those guys' best friends too.
Brody, they went to
Delusional.
Friday night was a whole shot challenge. They shut down Broadway.
main drag.
Yeah, you were telling us about that. Yeah.
And so they went to that Friday. Saturday they went to Supercross, and then today they went to NASCAR.
That's freaking
That's a hell of a man's weekend right there. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then you seen Theo Vaughn on
Yeah,
Tomac's bike.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Brody sent it to us twice.
Yeah.
I sent it, and then Brody immediately sent it after. No, it was
then-
like a day late.
That was after I had sent it to him and Regan in one other group too.
Yeah.
He'd seen it like 3 times before he sent it to us.
These guys would love this.
Did I send it last night? I think it was late when I sent it.
Oh,
or it was
could've been.
early this morning. It was one of the two where I saw it. I'm like, I think they'll like this.
Yeah.
Robert Butt, Canadian listener, met him down in Sportsman's Lodge last winter, I believe.
Very cool.
It would be nice if in a future show you could have it Greg Spalding on. Also, what's the latest rumors on the new cat cross country sled? So Greg Spalding would be cool. When we were up at Rogers, remember he told us he told us one story about Greg. He'd crashed or something. Remember that?
I remember something. I know.
Roger told us a story when we were sitting there having ice cream with Roger.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg
didn't
Spalding would be a cool interview. That'd be like,
So we have a contact. I would love to get Larry Colton or go to Larry Colton's shop.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
yep, yeah. Greg Spalding, like Mike McCardle, he'd be another cool, just old Artie Cat dyno guy of just doing dyno pulls for years. And he was doing the motors for Cataract. He did Cataract's like 2019 Sioux winning motor, I believe. So, but for Cat's new cross country sled, speculation. Okay, rumor mill. Supposedly, newer top end. I believe it might be like the top end off the snowcross sled.
Yeah.
More racer based, like a new Polaris is. Not sure if that's 100% true or not.
If you want one, the applications are out and there's a short window.
Yeah, they got to be in like by
The
time-
30th, ain't it?
No, it's like the 15th.
Oh, is it?
So I gave it to Dad last Thursday. I said, you got to send this out tomorrow.
Yeah, he should get one because those things look sweet. The new cats.
Oh, yeah, with all the green on them.
Oh, yeah. The solid green.
Yeah.
Solid green.
Solid green, and then they got like black checkered flag too. Yeah. Oh, it's so.
I haven't seen them.
Well,
People like were bitching about it. I'm like, that's the coolest looking catalyst I've seen yet.
I think it's a lighter green, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish it would be like a darker green, like a Fire Cat,
Well,
or
it's
like,
about the same as that.
no, like if you look at my ZR600, it's like a darker green. I like that green a little bit more.
I like that lighter green, like the Herf hood that I painted for Herf.
If I could have you customize it to my spec, it'd be a little bit darker, just a hair darker.
Okay, I did what I liked on that.
Oh, it's still badass, but like an O2 ZR600 green, perfect. That's the best green. Like my 2025 KX 450, that is a freaking perfect
yeah,
green.
the KT or the Cowie green. Is
Yeah,
Oh, that green?
the newer green. Yeah, when it's like shined up, it is speckle.
it is darker green. It's not lime.
Oh,
Nah.
Bro.
More black. More black, all black.
so
All black.
and then so yeah, I believe there's
Tell me that's not.
the speculation of the,
It's-
the
yeah,
newer
okay.
top end,
It looks
maybe
nice.
piston cylinders, maybe pipe. Supposedly some more front end.
Best looking catalyst that I've seen so far.
You think so?
It looks
Besides that HCR last year, the black and
What is HCR?
the black and gold with the checkered flag.
Yeah,
that one was sharp.
Yeah.
but that's an HCR one-off thing. This is sweet for a
Okay.
production sled.
Yeah, it's better than,
Like it's
last
even
models.
better under the light.
Yeah.
but more black.
But yeah, Dad sold his 2025 Catalyst and he put in the racer application for 2027. So yeah, we'll be hopefully Mike Coletti is a listener. Shout out Mike Coletti.
Shout out.
Even me being kind of a mixed racer, Mike still helps us out. Well, Dad's under the Artie Cat umbrella still, but like Brody, I brought your Fire Cat.
That's Artie Cat.
ECU up there, and I like just sitting down and bullshitting with Mike.
Yeah, very cool.
And And then Paul Lewis, new XC cat. Is your dad getting one or getting a matching Polaris? Dad's getting a cat.
Hell yeah.
And we'll talk, maybe me and Kyle will talk about the Polaris here later.
Ain't that sharp?
Yeah, that's a good looking sled. Yeah.
What's up with the Leprechaun?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not St. Patty's Day anymore.
Logan Hendrickson, you guys should get Arctic Cat legend Dave McClure on to cover some mountain talk and some good stories.
Yeah, that would be cool. He's the guy. So it's Dave McClure.
Yeah.
You know, the autograph line for Arctic Cat, it was all you guys, and you wanted me to go through and get you a poster.
Yeah.
And I was like standing there with a bunch of 12-year-old kids. And Dave McClure was the first guy in the line or whatever, and I got stuck at him because it was jam-packed.
Oh,
you know?
yeah?
And I had him sign it or whatever, and I didn't say nothing or whatever. He's like, you ride sleds? I was like, yeah. And he's like, what do you ride? I was like, I got a wedge. It was Dave McClure.
I got a wedge.
I got a wedge.
You should have just said, I got a 91 Prowler.
You ride sleds? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you ride? I got a wedge. Fucking stupid.
It's a mod XC700.
Yeah. Let's just say it's not stock. It was Dave McClure.
But funny thing about Dave McClure is that my Arctic Cat Gunny Jack stand video I did, we were smoking the cigar and everything.
Yep.
He actually seen that, reposted it, and then started following me after that. So he follows me on Instagram now, which I thought was pretty cool. So
Maybe he'll be a future listener.
maybe we could definitely message him and see if we could talk to him. Edward Wilson, the new core old sled class. We kind of already covered that with the retro class. Are you going to do it, Kyle? Or are you classics?
I'm focusing on classics, but if I have enough time, which I probably will not,
Yeah.
I would like to build an LT Gray to go 100, just because I've never seen 100 mile an hour on an LT Gray. Mm-hmm. Like a proven 100 mile an hour.
I'm sure there's a lot of people on Facebook.
There's
that
a
have.
lot of people that have gone 100 miles an hour on an LT Gray.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll do it legitly on a radar gun. And
Yeah.
then
I don't think I'll get into it. That's just it's too old for me. Like I've said,
a 92 XCR would be pretty fun to build, or like a 94 XCR 440 would be sweet.
Yeah.
It'd be fun, like, to do like the 500 and stuff on,
sure. I've said it many times. My era is like 97 and 97 and newer. Maybe a 96 because a 96 ZR 440 essentially pretty much the same as the 97. So yeah, 97 is my era. So I don't see myself dabbling into the retro class, but it'll definitely be cool to see some older sleds out there. I have some older sled analytics to talk about because older sleds are more popular than new sleds.
Well, 100%, yeah.
What's analytics?
Like data.
Data, numbers, math.
Lots of math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudy Jensen, why triple pipes are better than twin pipes, Kyle?
They sound cool.
They sound cooler. They are harder to test and tune, though.
Yeah. They sound cool.
Brody?
Yeah, they sound cool, yeah. Do they perform better?
Our Black Magic pipes perform better than the stock ZRT pipes. Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, there you go. So
But there's a reason. I mean, there's a reason why sleds today don't have triples in them.
Yeah. It felt like I was assembling a triple in this new Polaris.
Ain't that weird how, like, everybody's going back to single pipe mod stuff?
Oh, single pipe. I was talking about the mono cylinder.
Yeah, but, like,
What do you mean?
back in the day, like, twin pipes were like, oh, you got to have twin pipes on the damn thing. Otherwise, you ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Well, now.
People are
Many
trying
mods,
to make more
single.
power with single pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because they are less finicky? More
Couldn't
reliable?
tell you. I'm
More-
not
yeah.
a data
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, yeah, you're not an analytic guy.
My best friend is the data guy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I
yeah.
believe they believe it's less finicky.
Yeah,
It's
more reliable.
Easier to tune. Spencer Mabry.
Bri.
I believe Spencer, he's signing up for the Ditchbanger Oval.
I don't think we ever really got a straight answer on how to pronounce it.
It doesn't matter at
We
this
talked
point.
to him at Heydays. I believe he told us.
Mabry.
And I think ALR.
Maybe it's Mabry.
every time we talk about it, ALR texts me. He's like, "It's Mabry or it's Mabry."
Yeah, but how do you read it?
That's how I text him back. I was like, "It's just an ongoing joke, ALR. Calm down."
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah,
It's just awesome to say at this point. I love hearing you say it.
because he donated that picture back to us.
Yeah, I know. Awesome guy.
Are you getting gray hair at all?
Me?
I'm starting to get some grays in my beard.
No, I do not. I would say gray hairs are from stress. Would you say?
I'd say.
I try not to be very stressed out. I'm a real chill guy.
No, you're not.
What? Like,
You just sit down at home and smoke a cigarette every once in a while and chill out. Just stress free.
I have, like, there's a little stress coming up because we're finally moving.
Yeah.
And taking on this big house mortgage and selling our place and going through all that. So I feel that stress, but like anything and everything else, like, I try not to get too worked up, Brody. Right?
Don't listen to him.
Dude, during the work week, I'm just a ball of emotion. It's like a balloon.
Just building throughout the week.
Yeah, and it's contained, The balloon's outer balloon is my body, and it's just. Yeah. And then on the Friday, I have that first bush light, and it goes. Everything's gone. Especially now that we're not racing anymore.
Yeah. Just dirt bikes. Dirt bikes are easy.
I mean, I did look at mine the other day. All I got to do is kick it over, and it'll fire right up.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
Any word on maybe getting a new bike?
I told them guys.
Yeah?
And I'm going to tell them guys, they buy your Gen 2, I will buy one of their bikes.
Do it. Yeah. Back to Spencer's question here. What's Glenn's plan for next season since he's selling the cat? It is to get another Arctic cat.
Another cat.
How sweet. If Glenn sells that one,
He already sold it.
the 27,
Oh.
I might have to snag.
We sold our dad sold his Catalyst, 909 miles on it, $8,400. Mm-hmm. If you want to sell your sled, put a sellable price on it.
Right. Like, I see Chris Olson just listed Oliver's 2025 for like, I think 95.
Was it? I thought it was 10.5.
Was it 10.5?
Yeah.
I thought it was 95.
I seen Chris's post too. Chris, you got to take more pictures.
What, is there like three?
Two.
Even worse.
But I mean, like,
What's the other
if
side
somebody's
look like?
interested in it, I mean, of course they'll give it a rundown. But it had a red cross country decal on the tank. But maybe they took that off for the wrap or something like that.
Oh, sure.
I don't know. But a red one is from a 26. The 25s were white cross country on the tank.
Oh yeah.
You at least got to get every side of the sled. You got to at least take 4 pictures.
Yeah, like
At least 4.
I
Minimum
pride
4.
myself in my marketplace listings of like you get one from the side, you get one 45, the front, the other 45, the side, under the hood, both sides under the hood.
What does the dash look like? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But minimum of 4. The sides, front, back, at least.
Chris was slightly interested in the Gen 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said that was a good price.
How fun would it be to have
Oliver, he was
Sullivan?
One of the guys asking me about Classics class.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because I think we're all headed in the direction of stress-free. We've all been getting blown up into balloons like this. Classic class, it just...
Yep.
There's no stress. It's just fun.
We're the fun havers, Brody. We have more fun than everybody.
I don't know. I was having fun.
So yeah, that's Dad's plan with that. I don't know what else Dad really has planned. If we can sell the Gen 2 here, if somebody buys the Gen 2, we're gonna get another sled for Dad to race like ditch banger stuff with and such. So Chris McGrath could call Rick Teedy and ask him about the huge price hike on carbides and lack of availability all winter.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
I don't know about a price hike right now, but he did say there was going to be a price hike maybe towards the end of this year just because of where they get their tungsten supplier through.
Yeah, tungsten is in
the
wash right now.
Yeah, they get it from overseas and
Yeah.
like they think that we'll use it for like military grade stuff.
Yeah, a lot of military stuff uses tungsten.
Yeah, because of the heat.
welders. TIG welder is a
and the armor piercing rounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, for stuff like that. So, but yeah, they did have. I think they were having.
I can totally see a price hike now. Yeah,
I think they were having employee struggles there with a lack of employees, which is anywhere you go, it's hard to keep
people
employees
working.
Yeah,
People just don't want to work no more.
oh, well, I think they don't mind working. I think they want to get paid more. Did you see that guy burnt down that toilet paper factory?
Yeah.
Yeah, all he said was, "You could have paid us more," and they just set a blaze to it.
you can pay us enough not to do this.
Yeah.
in the video, that's what he said.
Yeah, and the whole place burned down.
Yeah, like
Oh, it's
I want to
really-
say it was 500 million.
Yeah, that's
or
what they
something
said,
he
Is that what you're going to do with Brady's? Pay us a little bit more than
Just
this
dump
one
gravel on the whole building.
Bring the dump truck and back it up to the shop door and dump a load of gravel right in front of the shop door. That would be good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
But the other part of Chris's question here. Oh, and is Glenn going to get a bike and race a couple of border battle races in the old guy class with him this summer?
That would be fun. Glenn's been talking about bikes, hasn't he?
Just yesterday, Dad asked me, he's like, when's that KX300 supposed to come out?
Yeah.
And I thought of it when I was working on my sled. I thought of it. I was like, well, that's weird he asked me about that.
Yeah.
And then I asked him today, I was like, what, are you thinking about getting a bike again or what? Well, yeah, I've been looking at bikes again.
Yeah. It would be fun. It was fun when Glenn had that 250.
That's what I asked him. I was like, well, would you sell the quad? He's like, no, just I think maybe just get a cheaper bike. Like the same thing we told Josh. It's like, you could get a 06 YZ125
Right.
and just rebuild it, go through
Right.
it.
Or
and it'll
find
be
a
perfect bike.
Yeah. Find a 125 would be sweet, or find like a 2024 KX250 that has 5 or 6 hours on it.
Yeah.
That's what I would like.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see him get a bike again, but he has fun on his quad. Then you don't have to, he doesn't have to, when we go out to Brooks, he doesn't have to worry about tipping over or nothing.
Yeah.
Or washing the front tire.
That would be fun.
If they had a cross country
Quad series around
quad
here?
series
If
around
Border
here?
Battle.
I
if
might do
Border
that,
Battle did quad.
Yeah.
Like,
I might
Like,
think about doing that.
you
then.
know how like Border Battle is a 1-day race? If they did quads on Sunday,
That's how the GNCC guys.
that would be
they do
so tight.
I would probably
quads
I would
on
think about doing it then.
Saturday, dirt bikes on Sunday.
I would, reverse it so then the dirt bike guys don't bitch about ruts and shit.
I don't know if they run the same track or not because I never see like quad ruts
Yeah.
No.
in the dirt bike.
How tight would
track.
that be to do that on a quad?
I told Vince many times if I won the lottery and millions of dollars, I would go 4x4 GNCC racing.
Yeah.
God, that'd
like
be
on
so
a
fun, too.
Can-Am Renegade.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That
That'd
would
be
be
sick.
so fun.
With power steering, so you're
That
Yeah.
would be sick.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be fun.
That'd be fun as
A
hell.
pro 4x4 Can-Am 1000.
Oh, my
How
God.
freaking fun would that be? So yeah, quads, catch the fever.
If
Would
they
be
did,
sweet.
if they did woods racing with quads, I
Yeah.
might.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be so much
Since
fun.
when?
Since we grew up riding 4-wheelers in the woods, sort of.
Have you like seen them guys do it?
all the
It's
trail
like,
rides.
set up a flat track in a field and then they go do like a Le Mans style, enduro.
Yeah.
On like a flat track. How fun would that be? That'd be just like racing ice races here,
Little
but on
bit.
quads.
A recent comment on Brody running the F7, JJ Brevard. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then a pressure ridge pops up out of nowhere.
Yep.
People.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Would it happen like in the middle of a run where it just like
We already hit that run
Yeah.
how many times? No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's obviously a groove there.
Did you see I posted a tech tip of the 0103 Z440 spec sheet?
Yep. Because everybody needs that.
Probably the least common sled.
Yeah.
Here's
They don't even make pistons for them anywhere.
But
Yeah.
if you still ride one,
Here's the sheet for it.
here's the recommended jetting and clutching
Yeah.
from 03.
Yeah, you should do that with like a 99 Snow Pro too. Here's your information that you need for a 99. It's the biggest piece of shit.
I was just scrolling through and I think it was one of my memories that popped up. I was like, oh, that's a neat picture to post.
Yeah.
It's something you don't see. I liked how they made sure that it was like Black Magic clutch
Yeah.
weights and everything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, just like the player's race sheet now is all Venom parts.
Yeah. Yep. Running at 7,300 RPM, build up to 75.
Yeah, so over rev to 75. Really, that's not that much RPM.
It says rung engine.
Rung engine to 75.
Do you think that's a misprint?
No.
Rung?
No.
R-U-N-G?
No, I'm sure there's a technical term.
All right.
Are we really breaking down this?
Well, he says he's got schematics or whatever. Analytics. What's your analytics?
That old sleds are more popular than new sleds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You can see it in the data, the analytics.
Yeah.
And, yeah, totally.
The data analytics. I took out of 2025, my top 10 Facebook posts. 9 out of 10 posts was related to older sleds.
Yeah. Just like scrolling in your algorithm is like, there's not very many new sleds. Like the stuff that I get is like the Hillcross shit.
Oh, really?
You know, that's like for the new sleds, but then the rest of it is all old.
Did you see that video that Polaris did, the tech video on the Jackson Hole vintage class from last year? Oh, you got to watch that.
I think, where they went through every.
Yeah, they went through
sleds.
and talked to like 10 guys about their vintage class builds. Watch that. It is a really cool video.
Yeah.
Where it's just like
those sleds are insane.
Yeah.
Even you watched it.
I watched it. Oh, yeah, you forced me to watch
the
it.
Gen 2s and just full custom.
Yeah.
Full custom.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Those sleds would be wild to ride.
So that was the question for today. So we appreciate everybody that
super cool. I still can't believe people
listen to us.
Listen, yeah. And want to have their questions on the show. It's wild.
We didn't talk about the Ironwood questions, and that was my bad because last week was kind of thrown together show without KG.
Yeah, without KG. KG, you cannot leave us together. You can't leave us.
Did you listen to it at all?
It's so bad. I listened to it, and it's like, I did
listen to a little bit, but not much.
But then Mandy wasn't home when I left for today, and I wanted to get the Ironwood questions that were submitted in today's episode, but forgot as well. So
it was so bad.
How long have you been going, Brody?
Hour 26.
I got an hour till I got to be to hockey, so let's keep going.
Okay, we'll cold call Bobby Menne here.
Okay.
Because then Bobby had kind of a hot take. He was just on this Carbide podcast.
Oh, was he?
Last 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Promoting his new cross country series because he was the one to put the flyers up in the porta potties.
That was it. That was him.
No. He got blamed for it.
Did we find out anything on that?
No.
No one knows.
Nothing.
So it's got to be fake.
But that's how Spencer opened up his show.
Okay.
He's like
totally.
And even the title was like Bobby Breaks Big News or something.
Okay.
So they really played into it, which I was hoping that they were going to poke the bear a little bit, but they.
So we still don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, like, why is
it's completely fake.
It's not that big of a deal.
No.
It's just funny.
It is funny.
Bobby doesn't like being cold called, especially because every time
Hello.
Bobby Menne, you're live on the Shop Talk podcast with another cold call.
Oh, nice. That's becoming a frequent thing.
We get bored and we just call you.
I get it. I'm just not a guy that you want to have on the podcast schedule.
Do you have a minute to talk?
I do.
What are you doing? Do you have a job yet? Are you back to work yet? Or?
We're 2 weeks, I think. Go back to work once road restrictions come off. And because I'll be running Blade this summer, so can't really move that thing around without a big truck. So
no, I hear you there.
All right, that's all we had for you.
All right, well, it was good seeing you guys.
Bobby, you were up in Alaska last weekend, and we had a question from Skylar Wells that wanted us to call you and talk about your race weekend up there, being a mechanic in the pits.
Yeah, it was. That event has been going on for 61 years or something. So it's the longest race in Alaska.
Oh, really?
Longest standing race in Alaska. Yeah. Been around forever. I think Kirk and Rex Hibbert went up there in the 90s and did it. I think he did pretty terrible the first time, and I think he went back and I think he might have got a second. Kirk did. But it's basically, they call it the fastest cross country race in the world.
It looks like it's just wide open, just flat, super chop snow, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have your suspension right for that, it's going to be a game over deal because, I mean, it's all crisscross, frozen wind drifts across the sea ice, and then you go through the sea ice and then up the river, and then you actually go through a little bit of a mountain pass. So there's some rough stuff in that section of the race, but yeah, it's a really high speed race.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
What's the biggest difference up there? Like they're racing because they really only have like two main classes where it's like a 600 class and an open class. What's the biggest difference to them up there to what we do here for cross country?
Yeah, so this conversation actually got brought up last week. It's open up there means open. So whatever you do, you can, like 2 years ago, Jeremy and I helped Troy build a basically a mod 850 boost, and that thing did 130 miles an hour.
That would be so tight.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. And then Mike Morgan's built a 9R and a boost. But essentially, you can build anything you want. I mean, open means open.
So you could run a turboed sled.
You can run a turbo. There's guys running 900 turbos. Those are fast. Those are really fast, actually. The 900 turbo is a 4-stroke, obviously, but it's super quick.
Yeah. They when they have the correct exhaust on there, they sound mean as hell.
Yeah,
like
I suppose they have
smaller
displacement, so they probably rev faster, right?
It's just a deeper tone. Like it's a really deep tone. It sounds cool. Though.
Yeah. That I will say Skidoo's got it going on with their 900. I mean, that's definitely the 4-stroke to beat, whether it's in the utility class or on their trail side. Like that motor is unbelievable.
Is there any talks up there with the Alaska guys? Because I know they're a little more connected with Skidoo kind of than the guys around here. What's their take on this new cross country sled that's coming out, like supposedly 130 horsepower for next year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, from what I hear, I have talked to Nick and Tyler about it. They went and rode it over in Quebec. And, kind of from what I hear, it's in between the current machine and the snowcross sled. So obviously the snowcross sled is super powerful.
Yeah.
Tons of horsepower. And then, obviously the current XRS cross country sled it's okay. I mean, it's competitive, but it's not lightning fast. And so it sounds like this is in between the two. I think Skidoo's biggest issue is their clutch fade. And that's not like a new issue. That's been like an ongoing issue forever.
Yeah.
It's really hard to maintain good RPM with those sleds for some reason. And they're finicky. They don't really like to be far away from stock gearing, stock clutching. So I think guys are looking forward to having those booster injectors and a little bit different cylinder and head. I think if you get the right guy on it, I think it could be competitive next year in core.
Kyle?
Very cool.
No, I'll never race a Skidoo.
Honest to God, if there was a guy out there who I thought, could do some damage in core, that would be definitely the sled to try.
I mean, Corey Davison showed up on a Skidoo at Pine Lake in 2016 and won.
Yep.
Yep.
You're talking.
That was a good battle.
Skidoo here.
That was a good battle between him and Ryan Faust. That was a good battle. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I hope to see some improvements to level out the playing field. If Skidoo can take a step up and Arctic Cat can take a step up too, and kind of level it out back again.
Yeah. So. Sounds like Cat will have some stuff together. That's the sad part about up in Alaska. There's really not much going on with the cat stuff right now. It's not a support issue. It's more of like a mile an hour issue, and then kind of a durability issue. Mm-hmm. And so those guys just are not gravitating towards the Arctic Cat.
Yeah, it goes in waves. Like me and Dad made the analogy today of like Arctic Cat and Polaris when the Rev came out. It's like, well, what the hell? How are we going to compete with that? And then you go back to like 93 Polaris and Skidoo when the ZR came out. It's like, what the hell? So it goes in waves.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I think, soon enough, Arctic Cat will get it figured out. But if they can, I think it'll be really good for everybody. Yeah. We'll have to see what the drama is like with the fuel. I don't know, whatever they decide to do with fuel next year, but that doesn't really affect the guys up in Alaska anyways. And then I had a good conversation with my buddy Silas Neposh yesterday. If you remember, he came down and ran.
Yeah, he does the East Coast stuff, right, in Canada?
No, they have a circuit around their area up there in Quebec.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he rides really well.
Yeah, I watch their videos on the casino run or
they're
whatever.
Always in like a super deep ditch line and just massive holes.
And then they always have fart cans on their snowmobile so you can hear them in the video.
Well, it's kind of like Alaska where there's not much for rules. I mean, most of them still run 600s up there, and then but yeah, back to the Alaska thing, open means open. And then 600 just means like 600 cc. So if you had a twin type mod or a super stalker or something, you could run that. It's not restricted to being stock. It's just 600 cc, and then they have their open class. So,
yeah, that's how like old school Nadawash was when it was a club race. They had 500, 600, 700, and it was open to that. So.
Did you sell your super stalker?
The guy backed out, and so I basically just took the time this winter I actually just got it back on its skis yesterday, but it's been apart under the knife since Pine Lake.
Yeah, so, you shouldn't have stopped on the exit of that corner.
Yeah, right. I know. That's a weird place to pull over.
Kyle said he's seen something. They were running like 85 octane gas up there.
No. So we can't really. You can't. There's no 91 in Alaska. There's 90 at the pump. And then 87 is common, but it's a good 87. Like the fuel up there, the 87 is actually pretty good. Relatively speaking. But in the village, that stuff gets barged up in the summer. So by, February, March, April, it's been almost 9 to 12 months, right? So you're down in octane.
Yeah. Hopefully put a lot of seafoam to it.
Well, most of everybody up there that's being competitive or trying to get rid of debt puts avgas in. Avgas, it helps bring the octane up, but avgas isn't the best for like helping with debt. It doesn't fully cure your debt, right? Like it's made to be in an airplane engine that's going 2,500 RPM for 6 hours.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a drier fuel, isn't it too?
It is. Yeah. It's drier, which doesn't really affect the performance, but anything you can do up there to get the octane up, is huge.
Yeah, that's, I know talking to Dustin Dorn about the Iron Dog stuff and the gas they get in the villages and everything, it's always kind of questionable. It's pretty interesting compared to what we do around here.
Yeah, I remember in 19, I think, or 18, I was fueling up in Nikolai on the Iron Dog. It must have been 19 because, it was 18 probably, but the fuel hose fell out of my auxiliary tank and then started like spilling on the ground, and it was orange. Ooh. like Fanta orange.
Good stuff.
And I just looked at my partner. I was like, whatever, I guess if it burns, it burns.
Yeah.
But that's some of the stuff you'll run into. I mean, it's hard to, Iron Dog does a really good job of organizing that, and it's really hard logistically, you're trying to figure out who's going to enter, how many entries, who's going to take fuel, how much fuel the guys are taking. And sometimes, you know, you don't get the best fuel.
Yeah.
But as far as like the Kotzebue race goes, the Archie, that most of the guys are shipping barrels up.
Well, I can't imagine that's extremely expensive.
I think we had $1,700 just in shipping.
Oh my
Holy
God.
cow.
Gotta love racing.
Yeah. Yeah. So we ended up shipping fuel to Nome to get it on a Bering Air flight to COTS, and then the Bering Air flight fell through. So we actually have 2 barrels in Nome if anybody wants that. So then we spent another $1,700 to get another 75 gallons up to Kotzebue last minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think we've got $3,000 in shipping and 2 barrels of fuel sitting in Nome we got to sell. And, but we might just throw some nitrogen on top of it and keep it for next year too. We'll see.
Jeez.
Try to stabilize it. But yeah, we got a lot of money in fuel and so that's kind of the only way to be competitive at that race, right? Because you're like, think of Pine Lake, but longer and faster, and on full height sleds.
Yeah.
And you know, like this year was probably the roughest they've ever seen, at least in the last 25 years. But on a normal year or a years in past where it's gotten warm, the bumps have kind of laid down. Like when you leave Kotzebue heading towards Norvik, there's probably a 13 to 14 minute run where you never get off the throttle. You don't chop it. You don't put your head above the windshield. Nothing. Like 15 minutes of 115, 120 miles an hour, 130 if you're on an open sled.
Jeez.
That's so cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah. God damn, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty unreal race. You really got to be on your game, you know. But like I said, the suspension's the biggest thing because you got all that high speed chop, but then you also have to survive through the pass where it does get more, you know, I wouldn't say snowcrossy, but the bumps are closer together and bigger.
You're going to the ISR meeting, aren't you, Bobby? When isn't that coming up here towards the end of the month?
Yeah. I'm going to that I'm going to do the Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be there for the oval day and the snowcross cross country day.
You're going there more to try to get the Alpine Star inflated vest kind of approved. But like, what do you think they're going to try to negotiate or talk about with the race gas stuff? How do you think that's going to go for them? To me, as long as I've been doing this, like I'm a kind of a bad person to ask because I'm like especially now where I'm at a point where I just kind of go to the bigger events. But you just tell me what the rule is, and it kind of is what it is, right? Like it's a snowmobile, it's 2 skis and a track. We're all going to be there, and if you're good, you're going to be competitive. So I just think that maybe the way that things are right now with the Polaris engine, like it could be a bit of an issue going down in octane. But you know, the problem is when you go down in octane on the current motor, you got to feed it a little more fuel, so then your fuel economy goes down. And it's part of what it is with that motor right now. So I don't think that currently a higher octane fuel doesn't help Skidoo at all. Like the guys out east, Dylan Thompson, those guys, and the guys in Alaska, they're all running 87. Yeah,
like that's where that sled likes to be.
Or I don't really think the Arctic Cat guys are super high neither, just because of the compression. You can run as much race gas as you want, but if your compression isn't that high, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a huge benefit to it on the Cat, but like I said, I'm just at a point where it is what it is. You tell me what to put in it, that's fine by me. As far as like a cost thing goes, for a guy like me that I don't really have time to build sleds, like the shock business is really busy. I don't have a ton of money to be spending on racing, and that would probably be nicer in the aspect where, you're just filling up, right? Like you're filling up the truck to go to the race and then just switch the pump to 91.
Yeah.
I don't know. That, to me, I guess it would probably make it a little more enjoyable. But again, it doesn't really matter. Like I've got barrels of fuel there. It is what it is.
I heard
it'll just be interesting to see what they decide.
I heard a murmur of like trying to find somewhat of a fuel sponsor, like such as what Snowcross does, where everybody has to run this certain Sunoco stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the surge. I think that would be a disservice to cross country if there's not enough smart people in that room at the meeting to say, hey, you know, cross country was, you know, like when I got started, it was just a bunch of dull studs and a crappy track and our trail sleds. And my dad had his sled and he just took me and we signed up for junior and that's what you did. And then you did like 4 of those a year and it was fun. You got people like Nick Rail and those guys. That would probably, that's not what, you know, cross country. We want those guys that ride in the trails on the weekend and they come and race.
Yeah. Like I just don't, they were able to, Bubba Ness told us a story of like him and Tom Lawrence, when Tom Lawrence was the tech director, of checking fuel at Pine Lake, and their tester would be able to tell if you had way more isopropyl in your gas. So like,
yeah, I mean, again, what isopropyl is not going to benefit you. It's probably going to be a negative. You know, it's going to dry out things.
But like that's just how sensitive it was, their tester, that they could tell there was a difference.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, if you go back to 2013, Billy still talks about it in the drivers' meeting at the Sioux. But again, we didn't have a ton of money when we built the Sioux sled. We pulled the fuel tank off of my cross country from Pine Lake, put it on the Sioux sled, and that was pump gas or a mixed, right? And then we went to the Sioux, and then halfway through the first leg of the race, Billy comes up to Ben Hayes and says, "Hey, we're going to black flag Bobby." Well, why? Well, because he's running ethanol. It's like, okay. So then it was, things like that where it's like, how did they test it that soon or know that I had ethanol? But more of the story is it was just seeping out of the plastic.
Yeah.
I wasn't running illegal fuel. It was just seeping out of the plastic of the tank. And the tester was sensitive enough to pick that up.
Yeah, that's where.
So
at the Sioux, I feel it's funny that like me and Kyle couldn't just show up there on a 600 cross country setup for the Sioux, and then just run our 91 race gas mix where we have to run that certain fuel and get from that certain barrel and guy. So I think rules like that are kind of interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think they would care if you ran less octane or a lower quality fuel.
Would they? I thought you have to buy fuel from that fuel guy there.
At the Sioux, yeah. But I mean,
I'm gonna bring a barrel of 91 and just race.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a question I could ask, but
I'll be with the Who's Racing guys. They got 116.
No, I know, but it is interesting because like that super stalker that I got, it would be nice to put a couple new guys on it and just hey go run laps. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's up?
Yeah, I did. Bobby, did I not suggest Kyle's name to you a couple weeks ago about the Sioux?
Yeah, it's been on my mind. You know, I've got that sled. It wouldn't take me much to get it actually built up for the Sioux. It's been on my mind, right? Like, that's kind of the whole deal with the aero kit on the Matrix and lightening it up and stuff like that. But as far as getting it ready for the Sioux, I could pretty much do a couple of things that I do for the Iron Dog, the bracing and stuff like that. But it's really not that far off.
Yeah.
Well, now
I think if a guy just went out there,
Kyle, I got your back.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm more than open.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. It just comes down to money and, right, that's more hotel rooms, more guys we got to have, and probably another trailer.
Bobby, I got
What were you gonna say?
I could pay for a hotel room.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to be like, Bobby, I got plenty of money.
Yeah, I know.
I thought that's what he was
going
gonna
to
say.
hotel room.
Kyle is the semi-pro Pine Lake winner, Bobby. He won
I
semi-pro
know.
at Pine Lake.
Yeah, wait till that pro race next year.
Gunner, I know I'm not putting your brother on it because he likes to crash.
That is true. Yeah. Do
That's
not
one
put
thing.
me on it.
I haven't crashed in a long time.
You crash almost every year.
No.
Didn't you crash at Pine Lake on the
you
old
weren't-
sled?
You crashed on the 440 this year.
Yeah.
I was wearing Kinko gloves.
Well, you still crashed.
You still crashed. It's still
That's a crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't make any excuses
Yeah.
for it. It's
you,
still a
didn't
crash.
get hurt.
You crashed this year.
Yeah. You crashed
Yeah.
last year. Didn't you break your elbow?
I did how many laps? 24 laps?
You still crashed.
24 is the limit.
Still crashed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bobby, you also had kind of a take on the Carbide podcast a few weeks ago where Spencer actually brought up like our classics class racing and everything. And you thought, you said you don't think it's going to get as big as we promote it to be. But like the counter to that would be to like, you see how big the Ditch Banger National is getting and how all these other Ditch Banger races are popping up, that the older era sleds are getting more and more popular to where
Right. But you have to realize that these events are kind of one-off-ish, and there's still like a little party atmosphere behind it. And so it's like, you know, you grab the old lady, you load her up in the truck. You're not really, you know, like, oh God, I got to have the right clutching. I got to have the right track, the trailer, the heater, all this stuff. Like, you know, I don't know. There's just not a lot of guys that I don't think are going to put that much time and effort in to go do a whole series.
Well, no, not a whole series, no, by any means. Like it's it'd be tough to do all the old sled racing in a whole series, but like to get when we have like 9-10 guys every other weekend for classics, and I don't know, me and Kyle are pretty good promoters, right? Kyle?
I
Could
agree. I would like to see it. So if those guys are coming, if you got 10, 12 guys doing it, I would like to see them in another class to help with building and keeping snowmobiling going, because right now the struggle is dealing with lawmakers shutting down trails, keeping people racing, keeping the sled sales up. It's just like if you guys are going to commit to go to those races, I would hope that you would bring, you know, a newer sled and enter, even if it was, you know, kind of like the Dorns do. You know, they come and run pro, and I don't think they're expecting to get on the podium, but they're still out there, you know, spending the money, putting the money in, having fun.
Hey, don't jab my Dorn brothers like that. They come here to win every weekend.
Listen, they are the most passionate people out there.
I know. I think Dylan is full bore. He's going to get a classic sled for next year. But even Dylan said for him to race classics at Ironwood, he's like, yeah, you guys take it a little bit more serious than what we were doing a few years ago, where it's like,
right.
Granted, yes, we put a little bit more effort into the sleds than just dragging out of the weeds.
I don't know about a little bit. I think it's quite a bit of effort.
Listen, if I'm going to do it, it's going to be like that sled is going to come down to the chassis, and it's going to be like I don't even know.
Well, like, yeah,
it's going to be a full build.
Yeah, like you went to Ditch Banger National last year with that XCR 700, and you've seen the amount of sleds there and the amount of effort that some people put into their sleds. That it's just on how much time and effort and money you want to put into it, but just the starting,
that's it. Yeah,
the starting investment of it is a quarter of the price of getting a new sled to go racing with.
Right. No, I agree with that. I think it's still got to be the right people. I still don't think you're going to see a consistent number.
No.
At every event.
No, but there's a hope and a dream of the classics just being the 40 guys out there every weekend. Right, Kyle? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I would love that.
How cool would that be? But like
if you put money behind it, though, that's when you get the big. So, right, like you got to pick one weekend, like pick Walker or pick, Pine Lake or pick Ironwood and just say, hey, $10,000 on the pot, find a sponsor. You're going to have people from New York, Michigan, Montana driving out to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to see that, but I don't think they do that for the old sled races.
Well, this ditch banger that's going on in Michigan.
Yeah, the Michigan Oval ditch banger, they have 8,000 guaranteed purse for that.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Cade asked me to go to that Snowmobile next year.
Yeah, shout out Cade. He messaged me like instantly after the post came out. He said, "Hey, let's do it."
Yep.
And it's like,
you want to know something crazy?
What?
So I did his front. I built some custom velocity fronts for that sled 2 years ago. Well, this whole time in the rear, he's been running Cody Cam's rear skid setup.
He told me that you worked on it before Logan Christian's race this past couple weeks ago.
Well, yeah, he came over the night before. There's only so much I can do, but I can tell you that it was, I probably cut it into thirds. Like, it's probably 2/3 softer than what it was. And he's like, oh, it's way better, but it's still a little stiff. I'm like, dude, we just got to get in there. And yeah, what I actually did is what I gave him. I put in there what I ran at Ironwood in my rear track shock, which I knew was probably still going to be a little too stiff, but it was going to be borderline considering what he had in there. Yeah, it was crazy.
But yeah, Cade and his sled, a hell of a package he's got there. So he'll have a good team out there in Michigan for sure. And I told him I appreciated the offer to ride with him, but I feel like me and Kyle, we could build our own kind of sled and have our own little team here. So that's what we're shooting for. But it's good. It's growing. We just gotta. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I really want to get into that vintage stuff yet, but old sleds rule, right, Kyle?
Do they?
Yeah, dude. They fucking know.
Even Logan Christian told us, he's like, yeah, these things are so much easier to work on.
Yeah. They're way.
Wow. I tell you what, I think we should get together for the splash ride next year.
What is that?
So it's called the Splash. It's been going on for probably 35 years.
Is that where those guys jump into the ice and everything?
No. You leave the Cook Muni at 8 a.m. on Friday before the Super Bowl. And then you go all the way up the Little Fork River to Little Fork. And it's all full of open water, and you got to skip water, and you got to get fuel. They set up a fuel spot where you pull over and get fuel halfway. And then you go from Little Fork up to International Falls, or like the Thunderbird Lodge on Rainy. And then you get a cabin or a hotel room. But dude, it is the coolest. It is the coolest ride. Probably anywhere from 150 to 250 guys.
Never heard of it. No.
Yeah. It's pretty badass.
Are you going to bring anything else up at the ISR meeting, Bobby, that might cause some rumbles or turn some heads? You're kind of one to ruffle some feathers, aren't you?
No, I'm going to keep silent. I just want to get there's some cut resistant gear that I've been talking to the owner of this company. He almost got his leg chopped off. He was a pro downhill skier. He almost got his leg chopped off from his ski, so he started developing those and sent me some pants. And you're FaceTiming me, Gunner.
No, that was accident, man. My wife was trying to call me.
FaceTime wouldn't work on a podcast.
It would.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
No, it's really good audio though.
It'd be weird because I'm on the toilet.
Perfect. Your legs got to be numb by the end of this conversation, bro.
I do my best work when I'm on the throwing, guys.
Yeah. Your legs are numb.
Have you ever heard when you post on social media?
Pick one side up at a time.
Oh, okay.
And then your legs don't go numb.
Yep. I get it.
When you post on Instagram on social media when you're sitting on the toilet, It's called a shitty
Yep.
post.
That's true.
I
That
just
is
picture
true.
you like, you know how like you're on the phone and you're like walking around and you're grabbing random shit and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yep.
Bobby's like turning around on the toilet. So he's like facing.
Oh no! You should see the red marks on my thighs from my elbows pushing into it.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
the little carpet that goes around the toilet. You know, Bobby's just grabbing it with his toes.
He's got it up in the air.
You're way too interested in me on the toilet.
You brought it up.
He's already looked at all the shampoo bottles at least twice.
Rolled the toilet paper out like five times and wound it back up.
Oh. Yeah, you guys are funny.
All right, Bobby.
You brought it up.
Yeah. We could have went the whole conversation out without knowing that.
I'm glad it came up.
Uh,
Oh, that's amazing.
But
Well,
yeah, I hope.
yeah, no, I just want to get the main thing is get the airbag thing figured out, and then the cut resistant pants. I want to make that an option. You know, they work really good. Like I can hold it right up on my thigh and put a razor blade to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty cool stuff. But main focus is really just the airbag suits. Like they're seeing a huge reduction in concussions because, you know, that thing's taking all the load and shock from the rest of your body. And instead of it going to your head, it's going through the airbag suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Geiser just had a nasty crash today in MXGP, and his went off like instantly, and just They work.
They work. So there's a lot of smart people at these meetings. I'm just gonna have to have answers and try to have solutions to everything. But I don't know. I think it's gonna get approved. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. It's just got to leave the door open for other companies. You know, like I have no involvement or investment into this. Mm-hmm. I don't have any ties at Alpine Star. If Climb had a good one, or if Fly had a good one, or whatever, it's no skin off of my back. It's literally like, just let me wear it.
Yeah.
You know, just let us wear it, and you know, or put together a 10-person test group or validation group next year, and have 2 of them go to Iron Dog, 2 of them go to USSA, 2 go to cross country, and 2 go to the Sioux or something, right? Like, maybe that will be what they want to do. I don't know, but we'll see.
But
that is cool though.
They work.
Yeah, no, I've seen them.
You should wear one, Brody, motorcycling.
Well, yeah, and that made me think the cut resistant
Brody probably
pants.
just needs to walk around in one all the time. You remember them kids in school that always had a helmet on?
Yeah, I was one of them.
That's Brody.
Out of the careers that me and Gunnar have had, Gunnar's definitely crashed more than I have.
That's why he doesn't race cross country. He only races ice.
Yep.
But no, the cut resistant pants too. That made me think of riding motorcycle. I just wear jeans. I don't have leather pants on. Maybe that would be a little.
Oh my God.
Little more better. Little more
I
better.
was gonna get you for Christmas. I was gonna get you them Kevlar pants. One
Yeah.
time.
See, it kind of reminded me of those, and like how a lot of people
off topic. Off topic. But did you guys see what I did to Andy Fierstead on April Fool's Day when we went through the airport?
No.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Pretty comical.
Yeah.
You should show the guys.
I'll show them when we get down here.
It'll be better than just you explaining to us what went on.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain it.
Yeah.
But
All right, cool.
let's just say the TSA guys were very unenthused.
Nice. Well, yeah, I believe that. They're working at the TSA.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. They're probably not getting paid.
A lot of them aren't getting paid, it looks like.
So Mandy was trying to call me because they're stuck in the side-by-side.
Yep, cool.
I would assume trying to creep through mud in one-wheel drive.
Yep.
That'll do it.
We'll do it.
All right, Bobby, we got to go dig Mandy out. So.
Yep.
So-
No problem. It was great talking to you guys. I'm going to go get the chicken off the grill and have a good evening.
It's just black. Just black chicken.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Well done.
all right.
Awesome.
We'll talk to you later,
ya.
Bobby.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. See ya.
Bobby Menne.
Bobby Menne on the Shop Talk podcast, episode 108. Shout out VS3 Suspension, Woody's Traction.
108, we should have called Levi LaValle.
Yeah.
At the start of the show, I said he was riding with you.
Oh,
And that's why you were late. You had to pick him up.
But for myself, Kyle Grover, Brody Arlo, we appreciate everybody listening.
Now we got these packs.
We got these Pokemon packs to open real quick.
Which one? Oh, they're both Meowth packs.
Yeah.
God, they call me nerds, and these guys are
before
just,
we go dig Mandy out. So
just nerds.
we'll do that here
You gonna
after
let
we
us open these right now?
after the show.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God off air. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
put this on air.
Okay.
That's
All
wild.
right.
Shout out everybody watching, listening. See you maybe next week with Rewadina.
Hopefully with
Maybe.
Ree.
We're calling you out, Ree.
Maybe.
Be fun.
Okay, bye.
See ya.